this next story is apparently as close to finding the fountain of youth as you can get. Anti-aging enthusiasts, doctors and patients alike, are touting an immunosuppressant drug as a key to unlocking longevity. Is it a magic drug? Rapamycin, which is prescribed to organ transplant patients to suppress their immune systems, appears that it might help people who have concerns about aging, such as delaying aging and age-related diseases. According to a recent article in the New York Times, one 69-year-old California man took the pill and reported feeling more energized. He said even his dentist told him his gums looked healthier.
Rapamycin, I want to know how they come up with these names, by the way, has been the subject of recent studies. In 2016, results from research on mice published in PubMed show that 3 months on the drug could increase life expectancy by up to 60% and improve measures of health span in middle-aged mice. Per researchers, quote, these data suggest that a short-term rapamycin treatment late in life has persistent effects that can robustly delay aging, influence cancer prevalence, and modulate the microbiome. So what does this mean for humans? Well, don't stop the Botox yet. As one doctor interviewed by The Times pointed out, rapamycin appears to be more preventative and preserving rather than rejuvenating. Okay, I have so many thoughts about this. I'm so excited about this too. Can we give it to Jimmy Carter, if that's fine?
Oh,
it's 100.
That video or the photo?
No, but it's so wonderful. I just wanted to.
I mean, God bless him.
Moment to say happy birthday, Jimmy Carter.
God bless him. He's made it that long. He doesn't look great. Well, I mean, most people who are 100 don't. But
on the other side of this, I am a big blue zone person. I don't know if you've heard of the blue zones. What is blue zone? So there are these regions on the planet where people, the most centenarians, exist. And they all have unique things in common. It could be Loma Linda, California. It could be Sardinia, Italy, Ikaria, Greece. There's a place in Japan, and I believe also one in Central America. And they usually have a combination of factors: low meat diet or vegetarian diet entirely, or pescatarian diet. The community is a big part of it. Mm-hmm. So the octogenarians meet with, their family members stop by. They all have some sort of physical activity. In Ikaria, I've been there. You have to walk uphill everywhere. I'm like, I can't do this. I can't do this for life, but I guess you get used to it. So physical activity is a big part of it. And some do involve alcohol, like wine, but not all do. In Loma Linda, they don't drink, and I believe that they don't drink. It's a religious community there. They don't, Seventh-day Adventists, they don't have caffeine, but they live the longest. So, this is amazing, and I would love if my gums looked better. I also would love if my organs probably worked a little bit better, too, because I do like my wine. With that being said, healthy lifestyle, I don't think it's something that you can use instead of a healthy lifestyle. And it's very American for us to be like, let's take a pill instead of, talk to our neighbors.
Yes, I'm very skeptical of these things that are touted as magic drugs, because typically there are unknown side effects or long-term side effects that we haven't learned of yet. And they're usually marketed this way to enrich big pharma.
Totally.
This is a drug that was originally for organ transplant patients, now being sold as an anti-aging mechanism, because obviously the anti-aging market is huge right now. Mm-hmm. You have more young women than ever doing what they call preventative Botox, if that's even a thing.
I don't even understand that. That's
right.
bad.
Like, you're supposed to start it when you're 20, so you never develop wrinkles.
Sorry, guys, I don't want to be mean, but y'all look like you're 40 when you do that.
Yeah.
You look like you're 60.
The Botox and the fillers and even with Ozempic, instead of having people work out and eat healthy, which sure is harder than it seems, you're relying on this appetite suppressant. And unfortunately, a lot of the people, when they stop taking it, revert back to their old habits and end up gaining a lot of the weight back. There's been a lot of research on how people lose significant muscle tone because they're losing weight too fast. They end up losing a lot of muscle as opposed to fat. So there's all of these trade-offs involved. Anything good in life or things that we enjoy have trade-offs, right? There's no such thing as something that is 100% pleasurable without some negative side effect, whether that's eating, drinking, etc. And so I just am going to hold off on judgment on this, but just consider me very skeptical.
I'm skeptical, but I'm also like, I'm a pescatarian.
There you go.
I'm trying to live the Blue Zone diet, but I also might take this if it works out. It's a bet. Yep. Why not?
We'll see. I mean, I just
feel better. That's all. I just want to feel
The feeling better is fine. I am so concerned about society's general aversion to aging.
Yeah.
Like the idea that having wrinkles on your face is supposed to be this huge negative, that if you have hooded eyes, you have to get some kind of surgery to correct them. And like people doing like cryotherapy and red light saunas, like I get it. I have a skincare routine, you know, I try to take care of myself. I drink lots of water. But the idea that as you get older, you don't have expression lines from smiling, or your forehead doesn't have lines because, I mean, you would normally get lines from expressing yourself. I think these are normal, healthy parts of being a human, and we should embrace getting old because that's actually a gift and a blessing.
I 100% agree, and that's also why I think the Blue Zone lifestyle is a contrast to this. It's not about looking younger, it's about feeling younger, being healthy, and aging better. You know, there are these guys, what's that Silicon Valley guy who's spending all this money.
He's a freak.
And he I mean, that doesn't
just looks
seem
weird.
fun. He looks weird, he sounds weird, doesn't seem like a fun guy to be around. You know, loosen up a little bit. You don't have to always put so much, and why do you, specifically, Silicon Valley man, need to live forever? They're so self-important. You know, there's a beauty in aging, there's a wisdom in aging, and I agree with you. The pressure that we're putting on young people, it used to be when I was growing up in the 90s and the 2000s, you know, that was the Paris Hilton era, that was the anorexia era where everybody, you know,
cocaine chic, heroin chic, or whatever.
Exactly. That was really destructive, but now it's so accessible to get a little Botox here, some filler there, and you are seeing a trend where people are taking them out now because they think they went too far, and it becomes sort of a you know, it's sickness where you don't necessarily see how much you have.
Exactly.
And then they take it out and they're like, actually, I look much healthier. And TikTok's not helping. And I think this is where the social media companies...
Yeah, the facial filters on social media, oh my gosh, they're so distorting. And we see young women struggling with, you know, historic high rates of depression and anxiety, of self-esteem issues. And it's mostly young women who say that they spend a lot of time on social media.
Exactly. And they're spending, it's not just they're spending time on social media, there are products and schemes that are being pushed on them, a lot of them which aren't true. I even fell for one. There was one with like flax seeds and you put it on your face and it gives you this glow, and I did it and I was like, that worked while it was on my face. When I took it off, it didn't do it. But then you're seeing these people post and they're getting tons of views, and there's a money-making side of this that is destructive. The disinformation of the products that are being sold or the tactics that they're pushing on young people and how that gets into their heads. I also think about how much money young people are spending on Botox and fillers. Like,
it's
that's
wild.
Expensive. Number one, where's this money coming from? Is it the influencer money that you're getting? But also, where is that money not going? Like, when you're young, money should be going to other things maybe than your beauty.
I would say that anyone who is getting regular Botox at the age of 24 probably doesn't need my student loan debt relief dollars.
Well, maybe they're not, maybe they don't have it. I do. I got the student loan debt and I don't have all the fillers and the Botox because I don't want to spend money on all that.
It's not worth it. That's going to do it for us today on Rising. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss any content. And for those of you who like to listen while on the go, we are now available anywhere you listen to podcasts. Bye, everyone.